know what? Since they've got no soul, they should just make them all ginger. Like, GGW should just retcon them, so all the Sisters of Silence are just really hot red-headed girls. Let's watch this one. It's a bit long, right? We can watch half of it now, and then if you guys get tired, we can watch the half of it later. You know what? Let's... Wait, what the fuck? Wait. Why is Major Kill naked?
Hey guys, it's me, your favorite Italian man. I'll be short, but not too short.
Oh my god.
Mainly because I need to waste 30 seconds of YouTube's time.
Guys, how do you guys rate on Italian accent? From like a 1 to 10? Like, in terms of like, what do you think about Italian accents, right? Like, the attractiveness of it, the, whether you can make out what the fuck they're saying, where do you rate it? I want to know your opinions before I continue watching this video, because this might be a bad video for you. Okay, are we in the middle, up here? Italians sound like goblins. Think this. Okay. No, I personally think that the Italian woman with the accent, man, is like way up there. Italian woman with the accent is like way up there. It sounds so sexy. I've never heard of a genuine Italian accent in real life. I've only heard of the ones in like The Godfather and the ones in like the American media, and those ones I think sound pretty alright, you know. They sound pretty sophisticated. They've got like the nice, you know, their voice has some spice to it. The voice has some spice to it. So I quite like that. But for real Italians, I've got no idea. That's what I want to ask.
The video ahead is pretty vulgar in places, and I have zero intention to censor it. Better stuff to do with my time. So, just for your interest, the video you are going to watch right now is a montage of the best and funniest moments of the Lord Destroyer series. All the episodes of it are available on our Patreon, and by the time you are watching this video, we should have released episode 12. This video...
Oh, it's got Abadu Ian. Hey, yo, Light, this one's for you. Oh, this is on Patreon. Will he get mad if I like go on his Patreon and then like react to his video? He probably would. 12. Right? Yeah. This video in particular will cover moments going from episode 1 to 4. And keep in mind that every episode goes from 1.5 to 3 hours long. And you are seeing just some parts of it. If you want to watch the full episodes and even the ones that will be edited in the future, just join our Patreon, at least on the Pio Servo level, and you will get access to all of them, and be able to join them live every time we record them. We should have wasted enough of YouTube's time with this intro. Let's get to the video. What's this? Loyalist versus Loyalist Civil War. So this is Bad War, right? I can see the space sharks and all that. Yeah.
Before we get started, Manscaped is something we've all
yeah, I don't give a fuck about.
I swear this guy's face changes every single video. Like, this angle looks really bad, but on some, like, his normal angles, this guy looks kind of normal.
About Manscaped.
Yep. Don't do it? Okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? Why are you putting this up here? I can't react to this. This is probably get my channel shut down.
Why? Why do I have to see this?
This is content kryptonite.
Yeah, I think it is just an excuse to show off his fucking
I should get like a PNG tuber avatar.
Remember, this is a fucking Bad War video.
They saw the Maelstrom as a low-level threat.
Okay, so are you guys good with the Warhammer lore? Can we do like a what was it called? Like a safari, like a lore safari. So if they go through some bullshit, we can call them out for their bullshit, while the guys in the video calls them out for their bullshit. With 3 layers of people calling out bullshit, basically bullshitception, shitception, right? So let's try and guess where he actually like fucks up, and by them I mean Major Kill. You're pretty knowledgeable about Space Marines. Yeah.
Ironically, due to the great...
You know about the stuff that you play. You can't really know about everything, right? I know jack shit about Necrons because I don't really play Necrons.
Efforts of the Astral Claws. Hence the Imperium...
The Maelstrom a low-level threat? What?
Wait, didn't... Okay, so... Didn't they form the Wardens just to... Like, Maelstrom Wardens were a thing, right?
The fuck did they form the Maelstrom Warders then?
It's such a little problem.
Yeah, it's such a little problem. It is literally just threatening Terra. That it has like a straight line to the mother planet.
Legions of demons just keep spawning in there, but it's not a little threat.
Elementors, due to them being cursed and whatnot, were picked out by the Minotaurs as the first bitch that needed to be clapped. Their key ship, the one that stored all their gear, in response, Huron declared that the Astral Claws were no longer part of the Imperium, basically saying that he was a heretic. To prove his own point,
Yeah, I'm not part of the Imperium now. I have become an heretic.
So yeah, that's true. Like you have like the Soul Drinkers and the Relicators who are pretty much like pro-Imperium still, but it's just that other people don't like them, right? So it's not like a black and white thing. No taxes, yeah. So it's like saying, you know what? It's like saying, hey, I renounce my US citizenship and therefore I automatically become a terrorist. Relictors. I'm sorry, I just keep saying that. But Relicator sounds really cool. Relicator sounds really cool. Like Relictors is like, it sounds like something put up on the toilet. It's like, hey mom, the Relictor is broken again. We need to replace it, otherwise the toilet won't flush.
That I was going to make a Zinch video, and
Relic
here we
collectors.
are. The Zinch Demon
Bro,
video.
you're Asian, you can't
don't need the
So it's not all
names
Asian,
of it.
don't
Admittedly,
say
there is
online.
a few positives. And if you're a fan
Yes, yes.
there you go.
Zinch,
I can say
for
nice
one,
things about
miniature,
stuff
I don't
like
like the
colors.
colors,
I'm
blue.
not just
I feel sorry for missing this.
I can say nice things. Here we are. The Zinch. That I was going to make a Zinch video, and here we are. The Zinch Demon video. You don't need the
So it's not
the
all
fans
negative,
of
and
Zinch
admittedly
are
there
the
is a few
worst.
positives
And if you're a
there
fan
to be had.
there you go.
Zinch,
I can say
for
nice
one,
things
miniature,
about
I
stuff
don't
like
like the
colors.
colors,
I'm
blue,
not just a
pink, and
single
So
minded.
someone did say this before. There's that Warhammer 40k lore channels are basically ASMR for nerds. Is that true? It's sleep aid, right? Okay, so I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. So when I was a teen, my sleeping aid was 2 channels. Arch Warhammer, before his god awful new intro. His new intro with the Griffin riding in, that shit was way too loud. But his old lore about like the old world, and some of the lore about 40k before the fucking new intro was some of the best sleeping aid I've ever listened to, because the way he talks is like a Norwegian accent, so it doesn't sound like English if you zone out, like with the rolling R's and all that. So your mind doesn't automatically focus in. And it's interestingly enough that like if you have difficulty sleeping, the way to do it is to actually tire out your mind. So if you're laying there, you can kind of use your mind to think about what he's saying. And your mind just starts getting more and more tired and you just shut down. And then his voice is like foreign enough to the point where it won't like wake you up midway through your sleep. And that was perfectly like bueno. And then, yeah, the Griffin is gone now. Oh, thank God. And so the other one is Drakenfell. And now Drakenfell is really funny because Drakenfell is a British guy who does naval history. And his intro has like fucking cannons going off. It's literally like the 4-gun salute. Like really fucking loud. And I don't know why, but that does not wake me. But Archer's like shit tier Griffin intro will wake me up. And I cannot listen to Luton for much the same reason, because Luton, for example, for some reason around that time, like we're talking about like almost like 8 years ago or something, he chooses really loud and kind of shitty music for his intro and outro. And the worst ones was the Dark Eldar one. If you watch his Dark Eldar video, his outro and intro, if you're sleeping and that plays, it will actually give you nightmares. It's like some paralysis demon shit. So I'm probably one of the only ones who do not watch Luton when I'm sleeping, because I do not want that video to ever play. And some of his outros are just way too loud. What's happening on DMs? God damn it! All right, we'll look at that maybe tomorrow, right? Because it's almost been 5 hours. It's supposed to be a shorter stream, but we'll go through this.
According to ancient texts,
I should have
the
laughed at
being
this
that
accent.
would
I
become
got like
the
the
emperor
worst
was
one.
born some
I won't go there, I
50,000
won't
years
go there.
ago in a
Self-deprecation
long-forgotten
humor.
region of Terra.
Appreciating humor. Whatever.
Turkey. It's not forgotten. It's forgotten in 40k maybe. But
Oh, yo, light! He's talking about you! Light! Oi!
1,000 years ago in a long-forgotten region of Terra.
Turkey. It's not forgotten. It's forgotten in 40k maybe. But
Long forgot.
I'm sorry, Turkish fans. Turkey didn't survive in 40k.
We forgot about you.
Turkey? What? It's in the fridge. oh, fuck. Female Space Marines. Here we go.
I am inclined to believe that, yeah, female Space Marines don't.
Turkish fans never going to recover. I mean, hey, look. The Emperor's from your country, man. You should be proud. You should have a 40k parade like every year in Turkey. See what GW reacts.
I am inclined to believe that, yeah, female Space Marines don't seem to exist. But do I take this as unshakable evidence? No.
Okay.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, let's go back again because that actually sounds insane.
But do I take this as to believe that, yeah, female Space Marines don't seem to exist? But do I take this?
No, they actually don't exist. Like that shit from like, what was it, like first edition or like that bullshit? That wasn't that like a sister or something? Like they proved that wasn't actually a Space Marine.
This is unshakable evidence? No.
Okay.
You have a
Even then, that statement is just fucking wild, man.
Or retained the technologies allowing for the successful transformation of female recruits. Or that female Space Marines might remain common across the chapters, and this has just been suppressed by the Inquisition for whatever reason. There are an endless number of explanations as to why female Space Marines
Wife? Oh wait, she's got a nose ring. No.
might exist.
One.
So you're telling me
with
that
proof.
woman kind of caused
It's all
everything?
it
Actually, they
takes
kind of
to
did.
literally-
Actually, they kind of did. I think Erda kind of just throwing the babies into the warp kind of just ruined everything, right?
Templin. The investigation. Going on the fucking wiki is not an investigation.
He
But
was
okay.
searching insults online, to be honest.
He was just
That
going
was
on.
his investigation.
Okay, my investigation for this video. I made it the fuck up. This is literally that until now.
Imperium of Man, I
Yep,
included a
that's pretty
detail
much it.
that has since become the single most referenced bit of lore on this channel. We
No.
receive comments about how cool it is almost daily. The latest one, at time of recording, was
Wait, is
left about
Template
80
Institute
minutes
even a
ago.
thing
Let's see it,
nowadays?
But that little bit of
Alright, let's do a little like sidetrack. Template Institute. Does he still make like Warhammer lore? He's doing like some random. Oh, that's like a year ago. He's not even active anymore. Some StarCraft, some Homeworld shit. Some like Fallout stuff. So wait, so let's try and find the 40k one, right? And then just see if his channel just died after that. Okay, so he's got like the first tower. Well, these, oh, by the way, these are like at least 100k, right? We can say these are at least 100k. He got a bunch of views. And his whole channel just fell off rail. Yeah, he was getting like several hundred views. Like you get a row where it's like several hundred, at least touching 100. And it just fell off. I get why he stopped doing this. Okay. He probably went on to the next grift.
lore, according to the latest information available, either no longer exists or never did. But I thought it was cool and I included it
The
anyways,
issue is that,
whether or not
he can keep making content, but because the content from certain universes just do not have enough material in them for them to actually gel together the same way 40k content does. By that I mean he cannot make a core audience because of the lack of like material from a single franchise. It's like a star, right? So for you to make a star, you need like a lot of material to form a core, to form that fusion. And because he probably got laughed out of the 40k community, he cannot find like another universe with that amount of history. Or he just could not compete in like Star Wars or Star Trek videos. So he probably just lost his entire core fan base and everything just dissipated. With enough energy, he can rely on dying star. This is so retarded, my voice actually left me. It's not restarting a dying star, he is so woke that he killed a live star. He became a black hole.
I kind of think people agree with me, even if they don't
I
know.
wish the Lord Destroy episodes
And
on
while I
YouTube.
certainly
Penso che le
understand
persone... He's burning me out so much I started speaking in Italian. I think that people just agree with me and
Italian.
they don't know it. I noticed this.
the tree of any YouTube channel must from time to time be nourished by the blood of misogynists.
The fuck?
Ideology.
Guys, we
that
have an Italian talking about fascism. I think we should listen to him. Yeah. I think the Italian would know a few things about fascism. In fact, I'm pretty sure that they're so good at it, I think even the Germans listen to him. We got a pro. Yeah, imagine arguing with like an Italian about what fascism is. That would be... Ooh. Ooh. We're thinking about female custodians, Sisters of Silence, like in the lore-wise sideline. I honestly wish that the Sisters of Silence... I wish two things for the Sisters of Silence. Well, three things, actually. The first thing is that they need to get rid of that haircut and give them, like, actual, like, waifu anime haircuts. I'm pretty sure that, like, the whole... People will be a lot more interested in them if they're more fuckable. Number two is that they need a lot more lore. And number three is that they've been talking about the sisters building up the entire time. Like, they've been building up, like, resurging again. And I actually wish that they could actually get more war gear and have, like, their own lineup. Like, an actual, like, almost standalone model range. So it's almost like you have, it's almost like the tile where you have two things going on. Yeah, multiple things going on. No, you know what, like the orcs. A better example would be the orcs, where you can have like the beast nagas and then you have like the normal orcs. I want like the Adeptus Custodes and then you have the Sisters of Silence. And you know, they can work together and all that. You love their haircut? I just can't, man. I'm just too anime pilled. It has to be like, you know, at least make them look like 2B.
Imperium cannot, by design, conform to.
If they look like 2B, I'll be on
traits
that.
that were of fascism on some of the worlds.
Oh, you know what? Since they've got no soul, they should just make them all ginger. Like, GGW should just retcon them, so all the Sisters of Silence are just really hot red-headed girls. Like, really hot red-headed tom girls. Not tom girls, tomboys. You did not hear that.
Because not even on all of them, but they cannot have
who?
fascism. Like, generally, whatever they can give, and it is good. The Imperium, but
Okay, note to myself, two things to note. Italian, like real Italian accent sounds fucking weird. I just can't. I'm too used to the like Godfather accent. And second note to myself, when I do my Emperor's Children.exe video, put Astolfo to the thumbnail.
In contrast to the bugs of the Starship Troopers movie, Tyranids are not the victims of aggression. Their singular goal is to devour.
I swear, every single... And I don't want to generalize. Am I allowed to be racist? Is it racist if I call out against Americans? Specifically, like... Yeah, anyways. I swear, like, every single political discussion, like, goes back to Starship Troopers, because Starship Troopers is, like, the only, like, political thing they've ever watched or thought about. Like, everything goes back to Starship Troopers with them. Like, Starship Troopers is, like, the Marvel of, like, political science kids. So the gateway anime is, like, Naruto and Bleach. The gateway media for people who are into politics is, like, Starship Troopers. And it's kind of shitty because it's a good movie, but it seems like everyone who gets into politics and they don't know what the hell they're talking about has to talk about Starship Troopers. They can't talk about anything else. It's always Starship Troopers. And it's the end-all and be-all.
Commit even the most heinous atrocities without a hint of doubt.
But what is the actual, like,
But let's
by the way, throughout this entire video, there's like you have to think about this very important fact. It's like, these are all 40k channel creators. These are all 40k content, by the way. These are all, well, except for Adam something, right? Like 90% of this is all, it's all 40k creators. If you count all the subscribers together, like these few channels probably make up like 90% of the subscribers in the 40k ecosystem. And that's terrifying if you think about it.
This is why Warhammer 40k, in my opinion, is doomed to always have far-right hanger-ons, unless they take the lore into a different direction. And I'm not quite sure how to do that while also preserving the grimdark setting, which is one of the main appeals of the IP. I do have some ideas here, though.
Do you guys remember when you used to do math? Or maybe even English? And then, but in math, right, you always get told you have to do equations a certain way, and you have to show your equation and have these very specific equations. Otherwise, even if you have an answer, you won't get given full marks. And this reminds me of that, right? Because it seems like they always have to say certain buzzwords. Otherwise, they're not getting the full marks. So they always have to say the Germanic Swabian N-word.
I think what would help is getting more left-leaning people into the hobby. Also, Games Workshop would add more...
Get away!
Jesus fucking Christ! I need to actually watch the rest, like the first bit of that punchline.
In the grimdark setting, which is one of the main appeals of the IP. I do have some ideas here, though. I think what would help is getting more left-leaning people into the hobby. Also, Games Workshop would add more...
Get away! Fuck off!
No.
Is that the good subreddit, guys? Should I join that? Sorry for pausing again, but I've actually, that was a joke, by the way. Because I actually do know what that subreddit's all about, and that subreddit is actually collapsing, but I think that's a bad thing. It's collapsing because everyone else is going into the main subreddit. So I think that's Marxism. Like, people will be saying, right, so they've got barely any members, they're not really active on there anymore. But I think that the problem is bad because they've already moved on to the actual subreddit. The actual subreddit is already beyond saving, in my opinion.
Macarius and his crusade, aka Alexander the Great in space.
He couldn't even put an effect to do that.
Big juicy balls. This man was called Macarius, but you can call him Alexander the Great in space.
Again.
Seriously, he's...
Look, guys, that was some Aussie humor. That's just Aussie humor. I won't put it against him.
Whose job was to make sure that the Officio Assassinorum...
Oh, guys. These guys, I know his accent. I know the Australian accent is, really fucked up. But at the same time, do you see, the irony in, a guy with a super heavy Italian accent mocking, an Australian guy's accent? Meanwhile, me with, an Asian accent is commenting on their accents. Yeah. I just think I should know that.
Assassinorum, is it
Alright, let's keep going.
Officio, what the fuck? And anyway, bullshit on the Ordo Sicarius. The Ordo Sicarius had nothing to do with this entire thing.
Likewise, the Emperor communicating with Alicia to stop George was also a bit of a
really
thing.
cute-looking
It
Sesame
seems
Street
to have
characters.
I'm really considering, using my head as a battering ram against my wall. If I have to hear again another George Van Der, I will go completely berserk. Wow, this was funnier to edit than I expected. Thank you for watching.
We actually got
Remember
through
to like
this.
and subscribe
Holy crap.
and check out our serious lore videos. And if
I
you
love
want to
that
watch
thing.
the full episodes of Lord Destroyers,
I hope you
once
appreciate
again,
the clips that you're
join our
probably going to get
Patreon.
out of this.
Lots of lore to learn and lots of wrong videos to correct. See you next video.